Hey everybody, and welcome back. So remember in the last video when I talked about trying to find a light switch? So right now I'm in the little landing beneath the area where we arrived via the train car. And you might remember that there's this spot where there's a second ladder that you can go down. And I think I found this light switch. It's right here. So let's, if I can figure out, there you go, where to press and turn it on. And we can see a whole lot better now. Kind of looks like the same sort of technology that powered up Greason from earlier. It also seems like things are whirring around here. I don't think you actually need to do that, but at the very least we did it, so I guess that's good. I don't know if there's one on the other side, but we'll check it out. It's funny, I want to say it's either this age or the other one that we're going to go to, Onone. There's a screenshot of like the original Uru. Oh, here it is. There is another light switch that never showed up in the main game until I played this expansion, and I was like, oh, that's where that ended up. Actually, there's multiple ones now that I'm thinking about it. I know at least 2 of them are on Onone. Alright, so that's on now. So I figured I'd do that just to resolve that little loose end from last time. Plus, we can see a lot better now, too, so that's nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on, because we were able to make some progress last time, at least a little bit. And we got all the way out to this outer area where we saw some water and stuff. Some clean water and some dirty water. Or at the very least, clean-looking water. Which is over here. And I want to say there's another one of those number clue things. There is. Yep, 481. Let's write that one down. What do these mean? Some of you might have been able to figure it out already, but we don't yet know. Nor do we have a use for it presently. Doesn't seem like there's anything over here, so I guess that just leaves this path that we started going down at the end of the last video. This way. So we saw earlier that going this way was a moot point. There's nothing to do over there, so we're not going to do that. So both of these water pools are kind of dirty looking, and this one is blue, so maybe it's more clean? I don't know. We'll have to see. And we got some what appear to be grinding stones or something. And there's another shell cloth. And, I just gasped there because I just remembered something. I forgot to mention how these work, because they're not quite the same as the journey cloths. They're also not quite as creepy sounding either. They sound like the transporters in Star Trek almost. So the shell cloths, you'll notice they show the full shell symbol when we used them, unlike the journey cloths, which only had the hand, and the hand grew with how much of it glowed as we pushed more of them. Well, the way this works is you don't actually have to press all of these in each age. You just have to use them as save points. And that's pretty much all they are save points. So we just have to get to the goal of each age, which at this point we don't really know what they are, because presumably there are not going to be shell doors. Maybe there will be shell doors. I don't know. But they're not going to be journey doors is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that starts up these grindstones. That's good, I guess. I guess something's being powered up now. So, tell you what, let's go down each of these paths and check out what's going on here. Let's see, on this side, we got some pipes, I guess. And another number clue. 452. It almost looks like Yisha's handwriting. I mean, I guess it makes sense that she would leave these for us. Actually, we need to reorder these. 452, 81, 496. I want to make sure they're in order for when we use them. Alright. Wait a minute. I see something in there. Hey, there's a Relto page, but we can't get to it. Okay, well, we're going to have to find a way to get to that, because I really want to see what that Relto page is all about. Doesn't look like there's really anything else around. We can't jump into the wheel. That would have been fun. Alright, well let's go toward the other side, see if there's maybe something that matches over there. So far it seems like this whole facility is pretty symmetrical, so I'm kind of going with that and running with it and seeing if there's anything that we can do based on that. Alright, kind of the same story with this pipe here, nothing really crazy going on there. And this one has some stuff cut open. Interesting, okay. We can run through this. I guess these are drainage pipes. It seems like there was water, or some kind of liquid at least, that flowed through these. We saw some of the runoff from the third pipe next to us when we went down there. But this pipe leads to a dead end, and there's no way we can open that, so we're going to have to find another way in. Somehow, I'm guessing that can be opened, because it looked like a hatch or something. So maybe there's a control for it, or maybe we have to get to it from the other side. Let's go back to the central room and go down the other path. Alright, so what's going on over here? Okay. Whoa, this is fancy. What's all this stuff? Can we use these? Apparently not. Maybe these are just readouts, or maybe these are control panels that only Dunny can use or something. We can't press any of these orb-looking things either. Oh well, let's take a look at the screen over here. Can we do anything with this? I feel like there should be at least a control for this, right? Is there not? What about over here? Oh, you have to sit in the chair. Oh, okay. Is there a chair here? No, just this projector thing. So maybe this is like a status thing, and maybe this is an actual control machine? Let's take a look. Let's see what we've got here. I cannot use this button, so maybe the other one will work. Okay, that's the grindstone, it looks like. So, I'm guessing that this was the area where we came in, right? The area with the Y-shaped thing where we came from this side, and then we went over here, and this was the broken one. That would make the most sense. If this is a map, that's the grindstone. Oh, okay. So there's different... whatever these are. So we can control elements of these things. Interesting. So, let me just experiment here, see if we can... Hey, no. You weren't done yet. Okay. Does that stay down? Okay, it stopped. Or, wait a minute, did that... Was that always like that? I don't know. Okay, so that is now... Okay. So I turned it off, and it emptied the blue stuff in here. So is that water? And then I pressed that. So it seems like the controls fade out briefly when you toggle them. So I'm assuming what we want to do is we want to use the control that's connected to the pipe that goes out here, the one that's open, right? So, if that's the case, I'm going to guess... Let's see which one this controls. Okay, that didn't actually do anything. So whatever this is, it doesn't seem like this actually... Oh, wait a minute. It's this one. So I can't drain this of water, apparently? That's weird. Okay, I can at least toggle the red thing, whatever the red thing is. Alright, let's work on these. If these are like fans or some kind of machine, it would probably behoove us to turn it off if we want to walk through all this stuff. Okay. So let's do that. Let's at least do that. So, can we turn off the... Okay, yeah, we can turn off the red thing for that. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that accomplishes. We don't actually know what that accomplishes yet. But let's take a look up here. We haven't been up this way yet. Maybe we can actually get some context for all this stuff. Okay, so these must be the 4 things that we're controlling. It looks like this matches the map. So does this actually go around to the pipe? Let's find out. Looks like there's water down there. I guess that's all the water that didn't go into the pipe. I suppose we probably should have looked at this stuff before we messed around with all the controls, but let's see. Oh, this is one of the other ones. So maybe this is the... Oh, right, that's right. The inner one goes into the inner one, the outer one goes into the outer... Duh. So, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say the red thing covers up the ladder, the cover for the ladder. I'll have to experiment to see if that's actually true. For now, though, I'm interested in checking out the one opposite this, because that's where the Relto page is, I believe. Let's see, are you over here? Yes, you are over here. So these are giant tanks with water in them, I guess. Okay, so maybe these power up something, or I guess we'll find out what exactly they're used for. The notebook back in Dunny didn't give us a lot of context, did it? Alright, so we now have a Relto page. We'll have to see what that adds. It looks like it adds more celestial bodies or something. Spoiler, that's actually not what it is. Okay. I'm going to go back to the control room and change up one of these so you guys get to see what it looks like with the water in, and at least I hope you can get the water in back into these. Wait a minute. Didn't we try that and it didn't work? Whee! Jump down. Alright. Oh yeah, you can see this as well. We didn't really look at this. I guess this presents you with the entire map. And there's one section here that we haven't really been to yet. Actually, 2 sections. So we'll have to see what that's all about. Alright. So, let me just take one of these things and we'll fill it up. Why don't we do number 3? Or, actually, number 2. Okay. So you'll notice here that the fan turned on, or what we believe is the fan that we saw out there, and this red part came on. And pressing that does not turn the red part off, and I think this is that protective ladder covering stop doing that, that I was talking about earlier. I pressed the water thing. Oh, it does come back. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's take a look at it. So that's the one that should be to our left. See what we accomplished there. We can hear it going. Yeah, there it is. And now you can see that there's a plate over where the ladder was accessible previously. Which is good, because you wouldn't want someone climbing down there while this fan was going on. Really can't see much in the way of water. I guess we drained it all out before we could really see it. But the good news is that there is still one area over here that has some water. Oh. We can't get over there. Okay, so that's what this broken one's going to be for. I see. Well, let's go to the broken one. Here we go. Thankfully, Yisha was not shy about cutting a hole in here. Maybe it was the DRC, I don't know. But the DRC usually marks up places and stuff, and I haven't really seen much evidence of their handiwork in this age. Although we know that they must have been here because Simpson wrote about it in the journal for this age. Yeah, it'd be quite a shame if you came here and the fan was going on and you couldn't reach the top of the ladder. But thankfully we were able to do the work beforehand and solve the puzzle, so that helps. Alright, so if I'm right, we should be able to see a fully wet one over here. And it is. The water is still there. So this one must not work. The door thing down at the bottom must be malfunctioning, I guess. Okay, so with that done, let's see what's in this next area over here. That's just some kind of hatch or something that we can't use. Okay, so we saw earlier these little crescent moon-shaped things on the diagram. There are 4 of them. Maybe they correspond with whatever these are. Okay, so these things seem to be inactive. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have to go all the way back to the control room and activate them. Maybe I should have done that earlier. 410. Alright, we're getting a lot of 4s here. Alright. And, oh hey, here we go. The DRC put a cone here. Really? Are you serious? That's really cheap. I'm sorry, but come on. That in real life, I would not have any qualms about jumping that. That's got to be the most egregious invisible wall crime yet. Alright. Well, I guess we're going to have to go back to the previous area then. Although, wait a minute. We could take a shortcut, right? Let's go use the shell cloth instead of having to go through the ladder and doing all that stuff. And we'll have to do that on the way back, since there's the shell cloth in this area is across that stupid invisible wall. Whoa! Oh, so here's the newfound additions to our Relto. We got fire marbles. These are pretty cool. They make a nice addition to the hut. Alright, this will be our first glimpse at the Urkana book. I'm going with the assumption that this is Urkana. Kind of has an interesting symbol there. So, well, at least we know that we have to power whatever those things are. Right up here. Let's go back and check this out again. Is this the last area? I can't go any further, so I'm going to assume yes. Alright. So I guess this one was on. The other 2 were not. We went and looked at that one. So let's turn all of them on. More power. And that one's on. Okay. No. Don't get up. Alright. Cool. Well, whatever that place is, hopefully it's fully operational now. Does that reflect over here? I guess it's just a map. Yeah, it doesn't actually show whether these things are on or not. This is just a map of the complex. So that's why there's no control set up there. Makes sense. Oh, wait a minute. We don't go up here. We have to go back. By the way, I just kind of caught a peek of my avatar there. You guys might be wondering what's going on with my my new facial hair. And so far it's going pretty well. I just got a trimmer the other day, and I gotta tell you, that thing works wonders. Like, I didn't think a trimmer could be so cool, but it's so helpful. Like, I can't tell you just how much of a lifesaver that's been. Alright. Let's go over here. I hope that we don't actually have to go back and turn on any of these things. Alright, come on. There you are. Camera's being slow. Alright, so what did we accomplish here, besides turning everything on? Also, what is that? Looks like another switch. So maybe this actually turns everything on, and the other thing just enables everything to work. There we go. Okay, that's more like it. So now we can hopefully look into these and check out what's going on here. Okay, we've got sliders. This one has like a clock, and this one's got like weights or like a scale thing, and this one's red and blue, so maybe this is temperature? And we can press a button. Well, that's kind of a little bit of a mystery. What about this one? Huh, same thing. Well, obviously these need to be set to some values, but we don't know what they are. But there's also something we haven't used yet, and that's this. Okay. Hey, I didn't want to go back down. That was getting interesting. What was that all about? Was there something blocking the top? Yep, there's definitely something blocking the way. Well, that's going to be problematic. Okay. And nothing up here to help us? Well, that is going to be problematic. And now I'm actually kind of stuck. I'm going to need to look up some stuff here. So I think what we need to do is we actually need to do the opposite of what we did earlier and turn off the 4 yellow doodads that we saw. Sorry about that. I thought that we had to turn those on to get the machines working in here, because that's normally how this works, but apparently not so here. That's the only other variable that we can really control now, other than the little fan water tank things. But we need those to, we need one of them to be off so that we can get through here. So I don't think there's really a requirement to have them all on. Let's see, I'm disoriented. Is this the way to the control area? I forget which way the control area is. Yes, it is this way. Alright, try this again. Hey, on our worst day, I can at least say that we're not recording the Hall of Kings video, right? By the way, for those of you who did watch that, I hope you guys found that interesting, because I did. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, so now let's make the trek back. Wonder if we'll need to turn those back to where they were. Guess we'll find out. So yeah, the facial here is going pretty well. I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but I'm apparently growing a goatee. And I guess I never thought that it was called a goatee. I thought it was called a circle beard. I know that there's different types of goatees, but I always thought of it as a circle beard, and I thought of a goatee as like a little tuft of hair that hung beneath your chin. And the my totally logical reason for this is because when I was a little kid, I collected Beanie Babies, and there was this one that was a goat, and it was named Goatee, and it had this little tuft of hair beneath its chin. So I thought, oh, that's what a goatee is. I actually originally pronounced it goatee, but my parents were really quick to correct me on that. Alright, hopefully this will now get all the way to the top, and it looks like these are in a different alignment. Yes, we can in fact make it. Alright, cool. By the way, do we fall down if we... No, we don't. That'd be weird. Like, I wonder how you would be able to handle that as far as getting back up here if that thing were up here and you were down there. I guess we could try that via the shell cloths. But maybe there's a call button for it. And wow, check that out. That is a magnificent mountain view. We can see the area down there. Looks like there's a... What is that? A rucksack. That's pretty cool. Can keep our snacks in there. That's the most important thing when you go on a big journey like this, is you got to have some snacks. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So I think that's all you can really see up there other than the hole that we can climb into. So let's go back around and check that out. I think we know where that goes. Yeah, pretty cool view. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see what's down in this area. Maybe some help on what values to put into those sliders. Where are we? There we are. So there is a room over there. First of all, is there a way to get back here via, well, not only the shell cloth, but can we, I don't know, maybe lower that rock into the water or something? I thought there was a way to do this. I could have sworn there was a way to do this. Oh, you just click on it. Okay, that's helpful. At least we don't have to climb up and enjoy that mountain view anymore, right? Alright. So what's this room all about? Interesting. There's a kind of an interesting glow here given off by the... Maybe it's algae in the water? Maybe the same stuff that lives in the Dunny Cavern. Oh, this is interesting. There's a Dunny linking book here and a borrow stone in the same place. And a machine. Which does nothing at the moment. Well, that's curious. The linking book, let's see, where does that go? Goes to a platform. What's this all about? There's another one of these machines here. Although right now its purpose is unknown. We can't really control it. I don't know if you can get key markers in this area. I don't think you can, because this pretty much exists separately from Path of the Shell. Oh, and that goes back to the room in Urkana. Okay, so what's up here? Anything interesting? We're apparently in the Dunny Cavern. Somewhere. Well, there's another number clue here at least. 3112. Or is that 10? It's 10, okay. Let's write that one down. Is that it? Nothing else up here? Apparently not. Seems like that is all we can see. We can kind of get a bit of a view out here, though. Well, it seems like we're at the top of a tower or something. Can't really see a whole lot else other than something over there, some light. Although from this angle, we can see some mist over here. It's interesting, no pun intended. Alright, well, with that in mind, let's see what that borrow stone leads to. Let's go back to Arcana via the shellcloth. Thankfully, this is a really handy place into which to link. Alright. Well, it seems to be a borrow cave. 518. We're getting all kinds of clues today, aren't we? They even have the shell symbol on them. I never noticed that before. But this is what we actually came here for. These seem to be related to those dials that we saw earlier. That one there. This one seems to be that temperature thing, the one with the blue and the red. This one is that scale thing, and the one over there seems to be the clock-related thing, or time. And so what you have to figure out here is that the amount of spokes that you see here on these wheels indicates the value to which you have to set these devices. So this one has to be set to 40. This one to 30. And this one to 20. Alright. There's also what appears to be another borrow cave down there. Also like this thing hanging from the ceiling. I'm actually going to key this up here, take a picture of it. I just use the word key as a verb. So I think that looks pretty cool. That'll be a good one for our photo collection. So yeah, we can see another borrow cave down below there. It's kind of hard to tell what's down there, but it's a considerably darker borrow cave than this one. But we can't get there. I can't actually jump down into the cave and check it out, which is a bit of a bummer. Alright, well, at the very least we got the values that we came for, the numbers that we need. So let's go back to Arcana again. And we can set all these sliders and see what happens. Alright. I'm doing this now because I happen to know there's a time element involved in this. And, oh, we need to get the platform back, don't we? That might be helpful. I guess we'll have to go back up and lower it down. Well, that explains why we can't jump down. Oh, wait a minute. The ladder's over here, isn't it? That's the thing there. I also have to get out of the first-person mode. Alright, so, with our path made a little more connected down there, all we need to do is just lower this down and start setting out all those sliders to the correct positions. And hopefully that will do something, right? Alright. Oh, these are off again. I thought we turned everything... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe turning those things up there disabled all the machines? That's... Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go all the way back, and now the shellcloth save is over here. Ah! That is so frustrating. Okay, at least it's only one way back. That's the good news. It's only one way back. Because at the very least... what you call it? The shellcloth link will still go here. So either way, I would be going one way. So let's just go ahead and get it over with. Man, I did everything in the totally wrong order. And now I'm paying for it. Alright, I'm going to end the video once we actually finish this puzzle, because there's a reason for it that I'll explain when the time comes. Alright, so we're back here. I love that view of the factory. It looks really cool. Dunny machinery is just so unique. Maybe not unique, but the way it combines different types of elements is really cool. Like, I like the way that works. Alright, so now that we've connected the two halves via that stone in the water, we can safely do this, I guess. So this should turn everything on. And we should be able now to go back to shellcloth. Sorry for all the back and forthing. Oh, not only did we get the rucksack, we also got like a little shirt to go with it too. I'm just now seeing that. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, we can head back here now. Now the platform is down, so that's good news. So now all these things are actually on. So 40, 30, 20. So if these are increments of 5, then that means that this would be 40 up here. Which means that this is 30. And this one is 20. Come on, get there. There you go. Perfection. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's 8. Yep. $40, $30, and $20. Okie doke. It's kind of hard to tell because the distance between each notch is so tiny. Like, it's hard to tell right there what that one is. 'Cause it's right there over it. Whereas this is a little bit easier. But yeah, I think we got it right if that's supposed to be 40 right there. 30 and 20. Alright, and then finally we have the last one over here, which we'll, I guess, do the same thing to. And 20. And now this light just lit up. Let's see if that's the case with any of the other ones as well. And I'm going to just double check all my work here just to make sure I don't have to redo this. Okay, that looks good. And that looks good. So the light is on in all of these too. Previously we couldn't push that button. Whoops. Didn't get a good look at that. Okay, that looks good as well. So let's press the button. Okay, so that set something, and now there's a clock ticking. And it turns out that clock is going to tick for about 15 minutes. So I figured I'd go ahead and do this now while we're about to end the video. And next time, we'll see what happens. We're going to go over here for now. But until then, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you on the flip side.